The doctor's words were still echoing in the room when Michael realized something far more painful than the diagnosis. His wife hadn't looked at him once, not when the doctor spoke, not when the silence fell, not even when his hands began to shake. She just stared at her phone, scrolling, as if his life-changing moment was an inconvenience she needed to get through. Before the story continues, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment where you're watching from. Your support helps these stories reach people who need them. Michael never thought respect could disappear so quietly. He believed marriages fell apart through shouting, betrayal, or sudden explosions. He didn't know they could rot slowly, without noise, without warning. When he met Evelyn 12 years earlier, she was warmth and laughter. She admired his discipline, his principles, the way he built his life step by step in a new country. He wasn't rich, but he was steady, and she said that was enough. Together, they built a home in New Jersey, raised 2 children, hosted dinners, planned futures. Michael worked long hours in logistics, rising through the ranks. Evelyn managed the home, the schedules, the social world. For years, it worked, or at least it looked like it did. The first crack appeared when Michael turned down a promotion that required constant travel. Evelyn didn't yell. She smiled tightly and said, "Of course, family comes first," but her eyes didn't agree. Respect doesn't always leave loudly. Sometimes it slips away through disappointment, through unmet expectations, through comparisons never spoken out loud. Evelyn began changing. She dressed differently. She stayed out later. She laughed less at home and more at her phone. Michael noticed, but he trusted her. Trust was his weakness. Then came the accident. A late-night collision on an icy highway left Michael with nerve damage in his spine. Walking became uncertain. Working became impossible. The strong provider Evelyn once admired was suddenly fragile, and that's when her patience evaporated. Hospital visits became rushed. Conversations became shallow. She stopped asking how he felt and started asking when things would go back to normal. "I didn't sign up for this," she said once, under her breath, thinking he couldn't hear, but he did. He heard everything after that, the sighs, the silence, the way she avoided eye contact. Respect had left the room, and love followed right behind it. Michael tried to hold the marriage together. He apologized for being sick, for being slow, for being tired. He hated himself for apologizing for something he didn't choose. One evening, as he struggled to stand from the couch, Evelyn snapped. "I can't do this anymore," she said. Not with anger, with boredom. "I need a life. I need to feel alive." He looked at her and finally asked the question he'd been afraid of. "Is there someone else?" She didn't deny it. She didn't confirm it either. She just said, "He sees me." That was the moment Michael understood the dangerous truth. When respect breaks, people justify anything. The separation happened quietly. No fights, no tears from her. She moved into a downtown apartment. The kids stayed with Michael most nights. She visited when it was convenient. Months passed. Michael learned to walk again, slowly, painfully. He rebuilt his strength without her. He learned how to cook with shaking hands, how to attend school meetings alone, how to exist without being needed by the one person who promised never to leave. And then one afternoon, while picking up the kids early, he saw Evelyn in a cafe across the street, laughing, leaning into another man, carefree, untouched by the wreckage she left behind. Something inside Michael settled. Not anger, acceptance. He realized the woman he loved didn't disappear when he got sick. She disappeared when respect died. Years later, standing in a courtroom finalizing the divorce, Evelyn avoided his eyes. Not out of shame, but because shame requires awareness. Michael signed the papers calmly. He had already mourned the marriage long before it officially ended. Outside the courthouse, a friend asked him if he hated her. Michael shook his head. "No," he said. "I just understand her now. Because the most dangerous relationships aren't built on hatred. They're built on conditional respect. And when that respect breaks, love doesn't fight to survive, it walks away. Michael went on to rebuild his life, not with wealth or revenge, but with clarity. He taught his children a lesson he learned too late, that love is proven in weakness, not strength. And if respect leaves, no promise, no history, no memory can save what comes after. If this story made you pause, comment below. Do you believe love can survive without respect?